or others do. So you really got to think about that and balance your basket.
Yeah, that's right, Annette. So when it comes to shopping for food, we're still in a weird time. We want to make sure we get enough produce. We want to make sure we pick our produce. But there are different times that they last. So you want to make sure that you know that. So what I usually tell people right off the bat is it starts a little bit of meal planning. And there's two ways you can do it. You can either check the flyers ahead of time and see what's on sale and then make your meal plan through there, or you can do it the other way. We'll decide what you want to eat and then make a meal plan that way. So I actually have a free resource on my website right there at nutritionartist.com. It is a free meal planner and it tells you a bit of the shelf life of produce, which can help you when you're buying your food. So after you have made your meal plan, what you want to do is think about the different times that they last. So there's produce that lasts up to a week. And these items are things like your broccoli, your tomatoes, your bananas, cucumbers, strawberries. These all go bad within a week. So you want to use that up within a week of purchasing them, right? And a lot of people tend to ask me, do I need to wash them all when I get home? I'm going to get more on that later, but make sure you use those in the first week because in the following week, in the second week, you have stuff that lasts longer. So in week 2, these last up to week 2. So you have celery, you have carrots, you have cauliflower, cabbage. Those are all things that last up to 2 weeks. So guess what? If the carrots are on sale this week, you can buy them this week and then you can use them for next week. Put them in your meal plan for next week. So that's a good visual right there for you to know. And the other thing is that you also have things that last even longer and stuff that lasts up to a month. Now, these things you can buy earlier on and you don't need to worry about using them right away. So things like your aromatics, your garlic, your onions, your lemons, citrus fruit, right? So lemons, grapefruit, oranges, apples. Apples is another one. You keep them in your crisper drawer in your fridge in a bag with little holes in it and it should last you up to a month.
Right. Now, how do you get lemons to last that long? My lemons never last that long. I put them in the fridge. Am I doing that right, or do you leave yours on the counter?
I do a bit of both.
Okay.
Depending on how I'm going to use them, because lemons, when the lemon is in the fridge, what happens is that the juices get kind of hard. But if I know I'm going to use it, I want to make sure that the juices come out nicely. So I'll roll it on the countertop and I'll leave it out there, usually a couple hours if I plan to use it that day or maybe the day before. So it also depends on how you are storing them. So I usually would store them again in a perforated bag too, and usually away from other things. And that's what I tend to do with my lemons.
Okay. What about washing fruits and vegetables when you get them home?
Yes. So people tend to ask me, should you be washing them when you get home? Now, the answer is you don't actually need to because fruits and vegetables actually have a protective coating on them that protects them from spoilage. And we throw away about 50% of our produce. It's the stuff we throw away the most of. So you want to wash it. You want to make sure you just wash it with cool running water. Here I'm using a scrub brush. I am using a silicone scrub brush, but you can just use your hands as well. For something like an orange, you also still want to wash the outside, even though you're not eating the peel, because you want to make sure there's no cross-contamination from the outside going on the inside. So there I'm using my scrub brush there. I'm cleaning it under cool running water. And if you don't have a scrub brush, your hands are fine. You can use your hands. You can scrub it clean, and then you put it aside to dry.
Okay.
Now, the only exception, though, Annette, is lettuce. Now, lettuce tends to go bad sooner if we don't wash it right away. So lettuce also tends to be a little bit more finicky. You can chop it with a knife, but here I'm peeling it on the romaine lettuce bunch, and I'm washing it under cool running water. I'm not using a scrub brush for this because it tends to be very delicate. Drain off the excess water, and then you can either air dry it or pat it dry. Now, what I'm going to do next is I use a container lined with paper towel, and I put my lettuce in there, and I call that putting them to sleep. You put them in, the paper towel will help to dry off the excess water, and I put more paper towel on the top, and then you can put the lid on. It can go in your fridge, and that's ready to go in a sandwich.
Okay, that's awesome. We've run out of time, but you've got the salad spinner in there as well. Those nutrition guidelines, the shopping things are a great resource. They're free on your website. We'll put the link up on our website, chch.com. Lovely to see you again, Michelle.
Thank you, Annette.